Hello everybody, my name is Amit and you're watching Aptitude 360.online. And this is video number 10 in the series where we are talking about remainder theorem. In the previous one we talked about Euler's theorem. Over here we are going to talk about Wilson's theorem, right? अगर आपको ऐसे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने हैं तो फिर आपको विल्सन थ्योरम की हेल्प लेनी ही पड़ेगी. So let us get started and understand what this theorem is all about. है तो बड़ा ही simple ये, but then you need to pay attention to what I am going to write over here. Now say I am writing some prime numbers over here. Prime numbers are say 2 and then 3 and then 5 and then 7 and then 11. These are the prime numbers that I have written, right? Now then p negative 1, prime number negative 1 will be, this number will be 1 and then 2 and 4 and 6 and 10. Now if you find out the factorial of p negative 1, that is coming out as, over here this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 24 and this is 24 and this number is 720, right? And this number is going to be how much? 3628800. Now this is what we have. Now what is that I'm trying to say here is, if we add over here, if we add 1 in p negative 1 factorial, what is that we're gonna have? This is 1 plus 1 will be 2 and then this will be 3 and then this is going to be 25 and this is 721 and this is going to be 3628801. My point here is this: p negative plus 1 factorial is p negative 1 factorial plus 1 is completely divisible by p. अब आप देखो ना इसको डिवाइड करके, यहाँ पे अगर आप डिवाइड करोगे इस 2 को इस 2 से, completely divisible, right? Remainder will be 0. And how about this 3 is getting divided by this 3, so remainder is 0. And can I say this 25 is getting divided by this 5 completely and totally. And how about 721? That is also getting divided by 7. And if you need to check it for yourself, that this number is completely divisible by 11. So what is that we are learning over here is, we are learning that we have got, if we have p negative 1 factorial plus 1 is divisible by p, and necessarily p will have to be a prime number. It cannot be any other number, but it will have to be a prime number, right? Now if you understand this thing, what do I have over here is a very simple problem. 100 factorial, when it is getting divided by 101, what is going to be the remainder? Now understand this thing. Is 101 a prime number? Yes, it is a prime number. If you do not know how to find out a prime number, if a number is a prime or not, I have made a very detailed video in LCM video number 2 that would tell you as to how you can find out whether a number is prime or not. So go and watch that video. That's very important, right? Now we know for sure that 101 is a prime number. अब 101 divide करेगा किसको? 100 factorial को. तो वो ये पूछ रहा प्रॉब्लम कि रिमाइंडर कितना आएगा, एंड वी नो फॉर श्योर दैट 100 factorial plus 1 will be completely divisible by 101. That is what we have learned, that p negative 1 factorial plus 1 will give you always 1 as a remainder, is give you 0 as a remainder. अब यहाँ पे अगर प्रॉब्लम ये होता then I would have said that the remainder is 0. Do you understand this? 100 factorial plus 1, when it is getting divided by 101, then the remainder would have been 0. But then what is that they are asking you? They're asking you when 100 factorial is getting divided by 101. Now understand this. Don't you think that this remainder is going to be 1? Isn't it? This remainder is going to be minus 1. Now you understand why this is going to be minus 1. अब -1 का क्या करेंगे, हमारे को पता ही नहीं है -1 का क्या करना है, क्योंकि -1 तो कहीं आंसर रखेगा ही नहीं. तो नेगेटिव रिमाइंडर थ्योरम जो वीडियो नंबर 2 थी उसमें हमने ये सीखा था कि -1 रिमाइंडर आने का मतलब है द रिमाइंडर इज गोइंग टू बी 1 लेस देन द डिवाइजर. सो व्हाट इज द डिवाइजर ओवर हियर? 101, and that number is coming out as 100. as simple as that. आपको क्या सीखना है? आपको ये सीखना है कि अगर नीचे प्राइम नंबर हो, अगर नीचे प्राइम नंबर हो और ऊपर उससे एक छोटा नंबर आ जाए और उसके फैक्टोरियल को डिवाइड करा जाए, तो व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी द रिमाइंडर? दिस नंबर इटसेल्फ इज गोइंग टू बी द रिमाइंडर, दैट इज द शॉर्टकट. बट देन व्हाई दिस इज द शॉर्टकट, यू हैव गॉट टू अंडरस्टैंड इट थॉरोली. तो कहने का क्या मतलब है कि अगर मेरे पास आ जाए यहाँ पे 19 फैक्टोरियल, सॉरी आ जाए 18 फैक्टोरियल, और वो बोले कि 18 फैक्टोरियल को 19 से डिवाइड कर दिया, रिमाइंडर कितना आएगा? मैं तो बोल दूंगा रिमाइंडर आएगा 18. अगर प्रॉब्लम में पूछ लिया जाए 17 is getting divided by 16 factorial, what is the answer? I will say 16 is the answer. कहने का मतलब है क्या कहा गया कि 18 factorial plus 1 would be completely divisible by 19, but वो plus 1 है नहीं है. इसका मतलब क्या है? रिमाइंडर विल बी -1. इसका मतलब क्या है कि -19 -1 should be 18. तो whenever you have come across such things, प्रॉब्लम तो बड़ा ही सिंप्लीफाइड हो गया. Is that okay? So if you understand probably this thing, now the next problem is this. Now you understand what is that you have to do. Your answer is nothing but 58. कैसे आया 58? आपको पता है 59 is a prime number and in the numerator you have got 58 factorial. 58 factorial plus 1 would have been divisible by 59, but then you don't have that 1 over here. So आप क्या बोलोगे? मेरा तो रिमाइंडर आएगा भाई -1. -1 आप कहीं पे लिखते नहीं हो, तो आप क्या करते हो? इसी 1 को आप अपने डिवाइजर में से सब्सट्रैक्ट कर देते हो. जैसे आपने डिवाइजर में से सब्सट्रैक्ट किया, आपको आंसर मिल गया 58. काम हो गया खत्म. बट अगर प्रॉब्लम कुछ ऐसा आ जाए जहां पे डिफरेंस 1 ना हो, डिफरेंस हो 2, have the difference been 1, now you know how to tackle that problem. If difference would become 2, then what is that you should be doing? Now pay attention to this very carefully. Now if you have got any prime number, let's write down prime numbers. I have got 2 and 3 and then 5 and then 7, and probably they say there's 11, right? So p negative 2 is going to be how much? P negative 2 is going to be, this is 0 and this is 1 and this is 3 and this is 5 and this is 9, right? Now what is going to be the value of p negative 2 factorial? P negative 2 factorial. P negative 2 factorial, this is 0 factorial is 1, right? And 1 factorial is 1. 3 factorial is 6 and 5 factorial is 129 factorial is going to be 36, 2, 8, 8 and 0. This is what we have. Now try to understand this thing. When you divide p negative 2 factorial from p, when you divide p negative 2 factorial, this number from p, your remainder will always be 1. Your remainder will always be 1. ये यहाँ पे आप चेक भी कर सकते हो. जैसे आपने 1 को 2 से डिवाइड किया तो रिमाइंडर कितना आएगा? रिमाइंडर 1 ही आएगा, और क्या ही आएगा? When you divide p negative 2 factorial, when this number is getting divided by this number, what is your remainder? Remainder is 1. When 1 is getting divided by 3, what is the remainder? जब तक डिविडेंड छोटा है तब तक तो कोई बात ही नहीं है. Remainder will always be 1, right? Now see this, when 6 is getting divided by 5, what is the remainder? Still it is 1. Still it is 1. How about 120? When 120 is getting divided by 7, remainder is 1, because 17 into 7 is 119 and 119 plus 1 is 120. So still remainder is coming out as 1. Now do this exercise for yourself. When you divide this number by 11, then the remainder will also be 1. So कहने का क्या मतलब हो गया? कहने का यह मतलब हो गया कि when p negative 2 factorial will be divided by p, remainder will be 1. When p negative 1 factorial was getting divided, probably the remainder was -1, right? Now if you understand probably this thing, I would also like to write these two theorems for you. How do I write these two theorems for you? I would say that if p is a prime number, if p is a prime number, then p negative 1 factorial divided by p will give you p minus 1 as remainder, will give you p minus 1 as remainder. And when p negative 2, this factorial is getting divided by p, you will be having 1 as a remainder. ये बड़ी छोटी सी चीज आपको यहाँ पे याद करके रखनी पड़ेगी, बट ये इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन मैंने आपको दिया है, ये कैसे 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 हो रहा है. Is that okay? So that is what you need to take care of whenever factorials are taken into consideration. और उसके साथ में रिमाइंडर थ्योरम आ जाए, विल्सन थ्योरम की ये दोनों थ्योरी आप लगा दो, आपका काम हो जाएगा. बाकी आपको कुछ भी सीखने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि ग्रेजुएशन की क्लासेस में ना कुछ अलग अलग इसको सिम्टम दे के पढ़ाया जाता है, कुछ अलग ही उनके नोटिफिकेशंस होते हैं, कुछ अलग ही नंबर्स लिखे होते हैं, बट देन यू डोंट हैव टू लर्न ऑल दोज थिंग्स। आपको सिर्फ अपने प्रॉब्लम्स को सिंप्लीफाई करना है, राइट? अगर आपको ये वाली चीज समझ में आती है, so now tell me what is going to be the answer over here when 99 factorial is getting divided by 101, what is the remainder? Remainder is 1. Why remainder is 1? Because 101 is a prime number and in the numerator you have got 2 less than that prime number. उसका फैक्टोरियल अगर 101 से डिवाइड हो गया तो रिमाइंडर कितना आएगा? रिमाइंडर for sure is going to be 1. Is that okay? Now how about this question? Now you know what is the answer. The answer is nothing but 1. 57 factorial, when it is getting divided by 59, because 59 is a prime number and 57 is 2 less than 59, and if that is happening, the remainder for sure always is going to be 1. So that is what we had in this video. In the next one we will be talking about polynomial function, क्योंकि कई बार एग्जामिनेशन में ये देखा जाता है कि ऐसे क्वेश्चन भी आ जाते हैं. So this is where you have to have a basic understanding of quadratic equation and थोड़ा कुछ करके हम देखेंगे कि इसको हम कैसे यहाँ पे इन प्रॉब्लम्स को सिंप्लीफाई कर सकते हैं. Is that okay? So I'm gonna see you there in video number 11 of the series. Till then, bye bye and take care.